All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Karcheski, Regional Director with Think Energy. My pleasure to kick off our Sunday night leadership Zoom. Guys, we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary as a company. And I'm sure some of you know, I don't know if all of you know, but most network marketing companies that start in America fail within the first few years. They're out of business. And not only are we not out of business, we are thriving. I want you to think about how far we've come. Kirk, if you could take care of that. Someone is writing on the screen. I want you to think about how far we've come. In a short period of time. Obviously, we have $100 million capital investment backing this deal, so we've got deep pockets. But we've just set records as far as Think Energy is concerned. Right out of the gate, every month it seems like it's better than the previous month. And we haven't done anything yet, guys. We haven't even scratched the surface of where we're going. So I wanted to start tonight's training with what I believe is exciting to a lot of people. And I know it's exciting to me. And that's our opportunity at Think Energy, as it relates to community solar. See, there's many people on this Zoom that have network marketing, relationship marketing experience. And a lot of us have made significant money. We're talking millions of dollars in our careers. But to a person, we have not been early or first. And, it's exciting what we have available to us with Think Energy through Community Solar. You see, as artificial intelligence becomes more prevalent in America, as electric vehicles become more prevalent in America, energy usage is going to more than double in this country. And that's coming shortly. That's not like 20 years from now. We're talking over the next several years, energy usage is going to double. The demands on our grids are going to be significant. So, guys, we need more energy as a country. Yeah, we're going to drill, baby, drill, and that's going to be great. But community solar, these solar farms, are going to be a major source of energy in our country moving forward. Just ask Elon Musk. So, how does community solar work? If you drive on any farmland in America, if you drive on any interstate, I should say, long enough, you're going to run into farmland in this country. And what you're starting to see, instead of crop, you're starting to see solar panels. And folks, it's just leaving the launching pad. So here's how community solar works. You say you have a farmer. They've got 100 acres. Their primary crop is corn. Well, 10 of those acres are vacant because there's no more nutrients in the soil. So the farmer's not making any money on those 10 acres. Well, along comes a community solar farm developer who knocks on the farmer's door and says, Mr. Farmer, you see these 10 acres you're not utilizing? I want to sign a 20-year lease with you, Mr. Farmer, for these 10 acres. And I want to pay you thousands of dollars a month, month after month after month, for the next 20 years. And instead of growing corn on these 10 acres, which we both know you can't any longer, we're going to put solar panels on these 10 acres and we're going to pump clean, green, sustainable energy into the grid. And we're going to make the world a better place to live. Now, the farmer's as happy as a pig in slop, no pun intended, because they are now making money, significant money, on those 10 acres that were vacant. And that developer's happy because they have a project going on. Now, these projects are going to vary in size. Some projects might only be enough sustainable energy to support 100 homes, but there'll be projects big enough to support 20,000 homes. But that developer cannot move on to their next project until that farm is filled 100% to capacity. And that's where Think Energy comes in. You see, prior to Think Energy, these developers have been using door knockers and mailers to fill their farms with customers. Now, those traditional forms of marketing have extremely low conversion rates. Case in point, one of the first developers we worked with back in March of 23 was in the great state of Maine. And that developer, using traditional methods of marketing, specifically door knockers and mailers, it took them 4.5 years to fill a 5,000 home farm. So they gave us a project of similar size to see what our little relationship marketing business could do. And we filled that same farm in 4.5 months. And these developers are taking notice. We have signed exclusive contracts with 4 of the 5 biggest community solar developers in the country to fill their projects with homes, and as they spread across the country. Folks, this is such a big deal. Now, the reason why us networkers are really excited is because of this page. Pay attention. Folks, as I said earlier, a lot of us have made millions of dollars in our careers in network marketing. But we've never made that generational wealth. We've always been a little late to the dance. I started in my career a little over 27 years ago. That was the last time I ever had to have a W-2 job. This industry has been great to me. My first company dealt with financial services, and I was there for a decade. I call that my practice company. But that little practice company from 1998 to 2008, the decade I was with them, paid me just under $3 million in 1099 income. Let me put that in perspective. That would be like making about $5 or $6 million between 2014 and 2024, today's dollars, right? But you realize I was 20 years late to that game. That company that I started with in 1998 had been around since 1977. My mentors, the guys who taught me how to recruit, how to build, they taught me this business, had been in that company since 1979, 1980. Guys, in 1980, I was in 6th grade. I wasn't thinking about business. I was trying to get Jill Majewski's phone number, who sat across the aisle from me at St. Daniel the Prophet in 6th grade. I want you to think about that. They had been making high 6 and some of them 7-figure annual incomes for over a decade by the time I got my license back in 1998. They had generational wealth. Their kids won't have to work if they don't want them to. Now, does anybody else want that besides me? So why are we so excited about Think Energy? Why are we so excited about community solar? Well, I'm fixing to tell you. Let's just use McDonald's as an example. Folks, back in the 1950s when Ray Kroc started McDonald's, do you realize everybody in America told him burgers in a bag will never work? Because it was all diners in this country. Back then, Ray Kroc, you could have got a McDonald's franchise from him in the 1950s for $750. Well, let's fast forward some 60, 70 years later. Did McDonald's work? You better believe it worked. Today, you want to buy a McDonald's franchise? It's going to run you over $1 million after you've been on a waiting list for a year or two. So what does that have to do with Think Energy and community solar? Well, I'm fixing to tell you. Right now in America, there are a little over 500,000 homes subscribed to a community solar farm in America. That number by the end of 2025, so a year from today, that number is projected to go to 5 million homes. In 10 years from today, That number is projected to go to 40 million homes that are going to be on a community solar farm. Now, we have an ambitious goal as a company because of Michael's leadership and vision to capture 70% of those 40 million homes through our little relationship marketing company. Now, 70% of 40 million homes is 28 million homes. Guys, I'm here to tell you that if we miss that number and we miss it brutally bad, do you realize, let's say we only get 10 million homes instead of 28 million. If we get 10 million homes in the next decade, do you realize every home that gets on a farm because of a Think Energy advisor, about $300 in commissions is paid to us? We'll do the math. $300 per home times 10 million homes is $3 billion in commissions. That's billions with a B that will be paid to us off of just one of our product offerings, off of one of the 9 ways we get paid. We're not talking about natural gas, which is coming. We're not talking about electricity. We're not talking about residual from electricity. 3 billion off of community solar in 10 years if we miss our goals by a large margin. Folks, I'm here to tell you that community solar through Think Energy is truly the California gold rush of the 21st century. So grab yourself a shovel, grab yourself a bucket, heck, grab yourself a wheelbarrow, and get as much as you can get. The question you should be asking yourself tonight is not, is Think Energy going to get between 10 and 28 million homes on a farm in the next decade? I think we all know the answer to that. The question you should be asking yourself tonight is how many of those millions of homes are going to be in my distribution network that I have the opportunity to build here at Think Energy. And finally, thank God, I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm early to the dance instead of several years late to the dance. That's what we all have the opportunity to do, which is build generational wealth. And the beautiful thing about community solar is it's free to enroll. Our customers are guaranteed anywhere from 5 to 25% guaranteed savings off of their electric bills for up to 20 years. That guarantee does not come from us. It comes from the state that they live in. There's nothing to buy or install. No rooftop is required, and even renters qualify. So if you ever wondered if you, man, God, why can't I ever be in the right place at the right time? Well, you can stop asking that question because you are here tonight at Think Energy. So my question to you as I pass it on to my business partner, Kirk Horan, is it's great that you're in the right place at the right time, but what are you prepared to do about it? What are you going to build here? Are you going to take advantage of this? Is Think Energy going to become a way of your life? Or is it just going to be a phase of your life? That, ladies and gentlemen, is up to you. So with that being said, Kirk, I'm going to pass it over to you, brother. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, Mike. Thank you. That was awesome. You listen, I'm going to segue off of what you were talking about, of course, and about timing. And, obviously we just had uh, a big election, and I'm not getting political here, but I'm talking about timing. And the timing is that the money for community solar has all been distributed already. All of these states received the money. They've accepted it, and so we're going nationwide with what we have. And it's already been talked about that we need more generation. Each one of these solar farms is an independent generation plant pumping energy into the grid. And the timing that I want to touch on real quick is I've worked with a lot of people who are in rooftop solar, and rooftop solar is not going away, but the incentives for rooftop solar, the government incentives have been pulled. So rooftop is still available, but it's not going to be as easy of a sale for many people. And what we have here with a guaranteed discount every month for up to 20 years is a home run because it costs the consumer nothing. So that's something that I'm really excited about as far as what we have. You look at the markets, I want people to understand, there's good times and bad times in the electricity space. There's always going to be, sometimes the rates are better than others. Our goal, the company's goal, straight from the CEO, is always to be competitive and offer the best rates we can offer in a market. And there's going to be times when we're not lower than the incumbent. We don't claim to always be the lowest. We claim to offer long-term fixed rates, stability, price certainty, so people don't have to worry about falling into any kind of variable rate. We do have variable rates with the basic plan. Um, Personally, I try to stay away from the basic plan, but it is on the options of something a customer can choose. So as long as you're doing your job of educating them on how that works, there should be no repercussion from that. But where I was going with this is let's use a state like Massachusetts right now. I want people in Maine struggle for a while. They had so many challenges. I can't say enough about the advisors in Maine that stuck with it and fought through all the challenges that they've had, and they're still here and they're still growing. We have times where, like in Massachusetts right now, our rates are a little bit higher than the incumbent, but we know that that'll change sooner or later. But we have community solar to keep the momentum going. We have something that's a guaranteed discount that we can offer to everybody and follow back up with competitive rates when we have them. And also we have value with free energy, with the $100 Visa card, with the rate buy down. We just bring a lot of things to the table that have never been done before. There's other states like Illinois, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, other states with smart meters markets that we're going to be launching the Think Smart technology in at some point this year. And at that point, we'll be very competitive, and people are going to come over and they're never going to leave because of the value they're receiving. So I just want to remind people that you gotta keep moving forward and you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. What I mean by that is if you live in Massachusetts, reach outside of the border. If you live in Pennsylvania, reach outside to other states. Who do you know in Ohio? Who do you know in Illinois? Who do you know in these other markets? And then as you're going, you're asking people who they know in these other markets, and at some point, you can't stop this. Your business is going to spread across this country like a web, and you won't be able to knock the smile off your face. I've experienced it myself in the past, and it's happening again. What's exciting is I've never had the opportunity to be in day one or first to the dance, as Mike said, and that's where we're at. That's where we're all at. We're not even 2 years old, but we're coming up on our 2 year anniversary next month. I'm sure they're going to throw some kind of party, if you will, incentive, whatever the case may be. But all of that being said, I look at the journey we've been on. I look at the Zooms and the PowerPoints that we had when we started and where we're at today. I look at the back office where it was when we started and where it is today. Things are always evolving forward. The compensation plan has gotten better. Everything has gotten better. So, I would tell everybody to move forward with urgent patience, knowing that things are going to continually get better, but understand that we're still a ground floor opportunity and we're learning as we go. We have tremendous experience at the helm. You know, we talk about it all the time, but our CEO received $100 million investment to start this company. So obviously somebody believed in him enough to hand him $100 million. I believe in the leadership of this company. I believe we're in the right place at the right time. Like Mike said, the demand for electricity increasing every day. It's increasing every day with the push for electric cars, smart homes, electric bikes, doing away with natural gas stoves. I mean, there's so many things going on that are just creating. And then the big one that we didn't even mention tonight, I'll mention now, is you heard it over and over again, and it's coming and it's happening, is AI. These AI centers use massive amounts of energy. So the demand is increasing at a pace that even, I don't know if our country can truly keep up with it. So I know what we have our hands on is not going away. We have something that's recession proof. So, I'd like to congratulate all the people that are moving forward with their business. We have a lot of promotions this week. I want to start off by congratulating Ron Burke, brand new senior energy advisor out of Chicago. Damari Dorsey, brand new regional energy advisor. Lawrence Leonard, Regional Energy Advisor. Congratulations. Charity Energy Hope Foundation, brand new Regional Energy Advisor. Solar Impact LLC out of Chicago, brand new Senior Energy Advisor. Deborah Davis, brand new Regional Energy Advisor. Jasma Johnson, brand new Senior Energy Advisor. She is a superstar. Very excited for her. Araceli Aguari, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, brand new Regional Energy Advisor. Adam Zucker, brand new Regional Energy Advisor. And Maria Bertocito, brand new Regional Energy Advisor. Real quick, this was not planned, but Sandy and Anafre, are you on? If you guys want to unmute yourself, um, let me see if I can find you. Mike, are you there? Can you help me find?
I'll help you, buddy. Let's see.
I think Sandy's on.
Yeah,
Sandy, are you on?
Andrew's iPhone.
That's her? Okay.
So let's see.
There you go. Sorry, we couldn't unmute ourselves.
Okay,
That's all
you're good.
right. That's all right. Well, I don't know if you want to turn your camera on or not. That's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
here.
make it. All right, there you go,
Hello,
there you
everyone.
go.
guys.
Listen, congratulations, guys. I just wanted to highlight you. I know you just hit another rank and you guys are working your butts off. Do you want to share with everybody, some of the keys to your success right now?
Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for this time. I think right now, like you always say, I think speed is the key. We're just trying to work as fast as we possibly can. We're really focusing on our team growing. I believe it was three of the names that you just mentioned come directly from our team. So,
Yeah.
we love to see them grow. We love to see them reach their potential. And I think that's our focus right now because it's not about just us bringing customers. We're focused on building a team. So I think we're trying to show them that they can reach their goals and hopefully they can start duplicating that with their team as well.
Yeah,
Let's talk about your vision, guys. Let's talk about, I know you guys have had a lot of success in this industry. I sat down with you guys in Atlantic City and really got to, get to know you a little bit better. And I'm so grateful that you're a part of our company. Go ahead, Anafre. Why don't you give us some words of wisdom and give us your vision, guys, of where you see things going.
so definitely our vision is going to be partners. I believe it may take us I don't know 24 months, 36 months, but definitely you have to have a date. If you don't have a date, it's like it's trying to work, but you don't know when you're gonna achieve your goals. So for us is that I know we need to help the most people we can, and we need to develop leaders. So the key is to get leaders. I always trying to get customers, but 90% of my time it's trying to get more leaders. So for me, for us, it's to get leaders and help them to achieve their goals.
Yeah, and I think in terms of just like our overall, vision for our community, as you can tell, we're Hispanic. Not many Hispanics are doing this right now in the Latino community, and I think we're really excited to launch that market for ourselves, for the team, for the company to kind of get that out there, get that going, so that they know that this is inclusive of all, right? And you don't need any sort of bachelor's degree or any sort of special prerequisites to do this. As Onofre always says, all you got to do is just be hungry and be willing to learn, be coachable, be teachable. And I think that's what that's our biggest vision right now, is to grow this in the Hispanic market and continue to just be a source of light for them and for just the company itself, so that you guys can start plugging people in, you know?
Well, we're very grateful for you too and your leadership, and we look forward to seeing you keep on rising through the ranks at a record speed. So it's fun to watch. You know, we appreciate your leadership and what you're doing, not only for your team but for the company with your Spanish Zooms and all of everything you're doing. We're just grateful to have you. You know, if you want to thank anybody on your team or whatever, take a minute to do so, and we'll bring up one more guest and have the general close it out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your help. Thank you, Milton. I know he's our upline and he's always there for us, helping us. Thank you, Kirk. Personally, I know you're always there for us too, and I know it's John as well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your support.
Yeah.
And we're happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, and thank you for everybody in the team for believing Two Crazy Kids when we approached them and said this is going to be big, even though I know no one's talking about it in our community, and I think they're getting that same vision too now.
Thank you, guys.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Ron Burke, can you unmute yourself? If I can, Mike, can you find Ron on here?
Yeah, I'll find him.
I heard him. Come on.
And let me see.
Where is he?
Ron.
Hey, yeah,
Maybe he
I'm
hopped
on
I
mute.
off.
asked
He
him
wasn't-
to unmute. Yeah, there he is.
yeah. Thanks everybody for
Turn
everything.
your camera on, Ron, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's not letting me. It says you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
Mike,
Okay, well, I see him. Let me,
spotlight him. There he
yeah,
is.
make co-host. I think I'll be able to spotlight him now. What the heck? Give me a second, I'll find him.
You just made him a calls, Ryan. You should be able to turn on your
Yeah.
video now, brother.
All right, yep, now
Okay, there it is. Oh, hey everybody. Yeah, I wanna give it all to Milton again. Like Milton, Milton doesn't. I'm
Hang
glad.
on, Ron. Hang on. I wanna start off like this. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26 years old in this what's going to be multi-billion-dollar company. You know, what else have you done up to this point in your life at 26 as far as employment or income?
I did pressure washing, worked for a pressure washing company.
Yep.
I'll start from my first job. I think I had my first job at 12. It was a paper route. Had a paper route. I worked that for about 2 years. When I was 14, I got my first job was a grocery store, bagging groceries, helping push it to the cart. And after that, I probably worked there till about 17, 18 or something like that. Then I went to a factory. I didn't like the factory jobs. It was depressing.
Yeah.
Then I had a friend. He was older. He owned his own pressure washing company. So we were washing restaurant hoods.
Nice.
After that, I was working with my uncle, day-to-day labor. We were cleaning bathtub units, like putting in whole new bath units, sweating the pipes, changing the valves, stuff like that. I know how to do a little carpentry work, so that's what I was doing. Then I found this energy business. I've been doing this for about a year now. Found this 2023. Well, a year and some change, but I'm going on 2 years.
You're
So
doing
I've been-
great, man. You know, you're once a hustler, always a hustler is what I say. And just your journey thus far. I mean, at 26 years old, you've got a lot of experience under your belt, and you just hit senior energy advisor. You're well on your way. You opened up that Infinity Pay. We don't talk about it enough, guys, but at the second rank in the company, you open up Infinity Pay, which means your team can grow hundreds or tens, hundreds, thousands of levels deep, no matter how far it goes. We get paid 10 levels on the usage, but we get residual on Infinity to infinite levels, as deep as your organization grows. And congratulations, Ron, on that. I'm going to bring on your sponsor and let him ask you a few questions, and I'm going to let him close out tonight's meeting because his team is absolutely exploding. So I'll turn it over to you, General Mr. Milton Burt. Take it away.
Truth.
Hey, Kirk, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
First and
Bring it
foremost,
on.
I have to give it back to all the leaders on this call. Thank you all for making this call happen every Sunday. Mike, Andy, Kirk, Big John, everyone, Julius, whoever I didn't name, please charge it to my head, not to my heart. And again, yes, Ron, you are doing a phenomenal job, brother. I'm so proud of you. And I'll ask you 2 questions because I know eventually I have to get back out here. You know, every other Sunday I'm in this league. But Ron, I've seen your hard work. You deserve everything you're getting right now. I know you will be a partner in this company. I know this because of your work ethic and you are coachable. If I ask you, hey, Ron, I need you to do this, you get it done, you make it happen. But Ron, what keeps you motivated to, even when people tell you no, to keep going? Can you share that with people? What keeps you going at 26 years young? Even though a lot of people don't know this about Ron already makes a nice amount of money at his age with, you know, his other stuff that he has, his other business going on, more money than most people even see on a monthly basis. He's able to make in a week, but he still is disciplined to still do Think Energy because of his own reasons. So could you share that with everyone, Ron?
I guess one thing that keep me motivated is I just had a son. So he's 3 months years old right now. All right, said 3 months years old, but nah, he's 3 months. And that's the main thing right now that keeps me motivated.
I
That
love
to
I love
answer the
it.
question.
I love it. Last question. How would you encourage people new that's on here that's thinking about really going all in? What would you say to the new people that may be feeling discouraged for whatever reason? They're still new about why they should go in, and what would you say to them to give them some last piece of advice?
A reason for them to go in. One, the money. And it's like, okay, so even if you don't do direct marketing, like, because that's what I'm used to doing, is literally just keep going and getting a routine. If you, for the people, the new people that's coming in, get a routine and go out and, well, like, even if you're not good at sales, you can go out to 5 people, talk to at least 5 people a day, and show them the business, tell them about the business, get them on these Zoom meetings, and that could be your superstar right there. You don't have to. That's another thing that the business is good for, because even if you're not good at the selling or talking, you know, you can recruit somebody that can put you in position to win. So that makes sense.
I love it. Well, congratulations to you again, Ron. You're incredible. Can't wait to spend some time with you. I'm honored that you are in Chicago with us, and we are able to spend time even outside of Think events. And I just know everybody be on the lookout for Ron. He will be a director very shortly. You may look up, he may be a director in the next 2 weeks because that's how determined he is. And our regional director will not be too far. But to close this on out, Kirk, and thank you again to my sponsor, Kirk. You are the best. I love you. I appreciate you. But the last thing I'll believe everyone with is that, you know, if you want more, you have to do more. I have even taken a vow to do more in my organization. I'm not satisfied until everyone wins who want to win. I'm doing more calls. I'm dividing up the groups. For example, I have now a new regional call. I have a senior director above a call that I'm doing once a week for both groups. I'm giving my team homework. I'm putting out new contests. I'm investing in my business. I'm doing more of everything. Why? Because I want more. I'm holding myself accountable to making sure I reach out to a certain amount of people every single day. And I'm showing my team that I'm doing it so that they can understand that this is not by accident. Everything I do is intentional. I'm working on systems. I'm always tweaking the system, always adjusting different systems because I want to be not only the best I can be in Think Energy, but I want to be one of the biggest network marketers ever when it's all said and done in the entire industry of network marketing. So I have big dreams, big goals, and I want to attract people who have big dreams and big goals and who are willing to put in the work. So I just encourage everyone on this call, if you want more money, just be ready for more responsibility. You want more whatever, just know it comes with more of everything. Accept the challenge, make the sacrifice, give up something, be willing to take away certain things from yourself if you don't hit your goals. I shared this with the team. when we were doing our Tuesday training call that I have with our leaders in our entire SE organization, I was sharing with them how I remember a couple of years back, I wanted to hit a promotion very bad, and I understood the importance of punishing myself. And if you don't punish yourself, whichever way that may be, it could be you taking the TV away from yourself if you know that you have a TV problem, or taking away your phone. And I remember punishing myself where I did not go sleep in my bed for a couple of days. I stayed outside in the car in the winter in Chicago, and I stayed in the car to make myself uncomfortable, to make myself get something done that I need to get done. I know that may be extreme to some of you all, but it's time for some of us to figure out what you can do without and put yourself on punishment in order to make sure you achieve your goals, whatever it takes. And when you're on that mission of whatever it takes, and your team sees that you're willing to do whatever it takes, despite the size of your organization, it is going to rub off on everyone on your team, everyone that's open, everyone that's coachable, and watch and see your team will not only add new members every month, but you will multiply. So that's all I really have to say. I thank you, Kirk, man. I love you. Thank you, Mike. I love you as well. Love Andy. Love all of you, Julius, everyone, Lynette, Ron, all the leaders on here, Pop, Kimber, everyone that's on here. And it's just go time. It's time to 20X everything. So if you see us winning, you see us promoting more people than anyone, more seniors, more directors, more regional directors, all that great stuff. Just know that's because we're accepting the responsibility of more. So that's how I would close this. I love each and every one of you. I'm regional director, soon to be senior director, and I can't wait to see you all on the Mojo call tomorrow. I'll give it back to you, Kirk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Milton. Mike, you got any final words?
You know what? Let me just remove the spotlight here, and give me a second.
Got it.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. You know, all I want to say, guys, is let's go win this Cancun trip. You know, get your 28 days, you know, of 200 points in 28 days. Want to see all of you on the beach with us on the next trip. And for those of you that have people in Chicago, in the area, we are doing a meeting, a live meeting this Thursday night at the Oak Lawn Hilton. It should be in the back office, but that's 9300 South Cicero Avenue in Oak Lawn, Illinois. And then we have the Mojo call tomorrow. So let's just have a great Think Energy week. Kirk, anything you want to add before we close?
Yeah, you just reminded me. We have the Cancun credits widget is up. Everybody can keep track of where they're at. You know, that's exciting if you're getting close. I've had a few people post to me what their number is. If you're on our Team Think Big Facebook page and you want to put up your Cancun credits screenshot, feel free to do so. I think that's a fun thing to help people get motivated because you know, they're looking forward to a lot of people on that Cancun trip in a brand new resort, the Grand Hyatt in Cancun. I hope we have a lot of people there. Yep, the Mojo call. We'll get that link out to everybody. It's the same link every week if you already have it. We'll see you tomorrow morning. But let's have a great week. Let's go out and crush it. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Let's go, Buffalo.